show it to
nigga's
you?
fucking lying
show
now. Amir, he's lying on me, Amir. Amir, he's straight up fucking lying on me, Amir.
Am I lying, Amir?
Because Amir, I came on this podcast,
Am I lying, Amir?
I said I went through seasonal depression. So how the fuck am I gonna say that his depression?
Am I lying, Amir?
No.
You said that recently. You said that recently.
Now you really
You said that recently.
Bro.
Man, honestly, we could, if you want, we could do a reaction to the response last week. Joe, I think Joe's still, not that he's still there, but Joe always loves to argue. So,
hey, listen, bro. If it's gonna be a good conversation, then I'm all for it. If it's gonna be a bunch of defensive speech, then just take it. There's no reason for me to be there.
Hey, we finally
don't be there. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, exactly what I just said. If it's gonna be a whole bunch of defensive speech, there's no reason for me to be there.
Nah, I would just say let you just address each person without me and Brandon kind of giving.
And it would be great.
Yeah,
and it'll be great.
Because what you said wasn't wildin', like you said.
I didn't think so, but I'm not gonna lie. When you got two people like, Joe, that's not right. Joe, fact check that. Joe.
A lot of the shit that you said, I did fact check.
Of course, a lot
of it wasn't right.
Nobody's going to. And of course, nobody
majority of mammals, majority of mammals, majority of female mammals. Majority.
Hold on, I gotta cut you off, Brandon. Hold on. I gotta cut you off. Both of y'all are guilty of cutting. Everybody was guilty. We all cut each other off. So we gotta stop doing that shit because a lot of the points we made Joe look worse because he ain't even get to articulate himself. And
don't do that.
One thing I want to say.
Wait. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Amir. Don't do that.
One thing. I'm not defending or agreeing with this. I'm just saying we have to try our best to allow a nigga to get.
That's a fact, but that goes for every episode. I'm not about to give him that last one.
Nah, you right. And then two, Joe, for you, if you did do your research, I'm not here to disagree or agree. Just next time, like throw it in there because a lot of niggas, like even in the caption, I threw your site in. Like niggas thought you was pulling it out the ass, and I'll give you if you researched it, you researched it. Just be like, yo.
I know. Niggas don't believe unless the white man says it's cool.
So y'all cool with the idea?
You tell me with your small comments, but a lot of shit you say wasn't true. It's fine.
Hey, bro.
Listen. And that's what he got to stand on.
And I will. All 10 toes.
What do you think about that? What do you think about letting him respond to maybe 2 or 3 comments just to start the episode off?
What you mean 2 or 3 comments?
Nigga, everybody was throwing mad shit at Joe.
Hell yeah. Listen, bro, I had fun. I really did.
If you I ain't like
the day.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the day I went on Facebook and I saw that Sabrina had posted and I saw those comments, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Get all these defensive ass women just missing the point.
I think that your problem for real is wanting to be heard more than wanting to be received. So that's the biggest problem when it comes to these topics. Like if you want to be heard, then yeah, by all means keep speaking the way that you were. I don't think that you were wrong, but I think the way you articulated yourself and the way you went about the problems that she was presenting is wrong. Regardless of whether or not you changed your stance on how you feel about people making excuses, you can't then forget that I literally have you on tape doing the same shit that she was doing. So
right, I'm not gonna lie.
You have to come from understanding. If I didn't show you that clip, you would, and then after that episode, I show you that clip. How do you look?
Brandon, it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Babe, bro, that video was almost a year ago.
It doesn't matter.
That's a year, bro. That's a year of experience, a year of shit that can change my mind.
Oh, right. But here's the thing.
For you and Marquise to go in the group chat and harp on the fact that, but Joe, you can't say that because 8 months ago you said this, and if I post that, you're gonna look crazy. Bro, what?
It doesn't matter.
At this point, you're bringing it into an episode where
really
people aren't even going to know what the hell you're talking about unless you drop that clip with it, which you did not.
That's not really the point because I don't believe you.
You brought up, nigga, regardless if you believe me or not, doesn't fucking matter.
I don't believe you letting the white man come up to you and talk to you that type of way. You're not going to do it. You're not going to let him talk to you that way. You're not going to let him shit on you on all your problems and be like, yeah, you're right. You're not going to let that happen.
Bro,
I know you don't even let your black friends talk to you like that. So you're gonna let your white friend, white man talk
I
to you?
I don't like it when nobody
Oh,
bitches.
right.
I don't like it when nobody bitches. That's the thing. I don't like it when nobody's bitching. Oh, I got it so bad. Oh, this. Oh, my life's so hard. Oh, that.
Nobody was doing that.
You got. I know. And I wasn't trying to say. I wasn't saying that was happening. Sabrina was lifting off about her reasonings about why women were held back, and I was just saying that shit was excuses. That's all that I was saying. I feel like I was allowed to offer that opinion because we're having a podcast. I'm allowed to offer my opinion, and I'm allowed to articulate that opinion. But every time I try to articulate that opinion, I got fucking goody two shoes. I got goody two shoes, and I got fucking the nigga with the fucking headphones talking about some no Joe. But women got it bad. But women this. But you know, it's not really this. It's not really that.
Why do we have her on?
To argue with me.
Why did we have her on?
To argue with me and my point on Twitter.
Why did we have her?
That was the point.
Hold on. We had her on to what? Not to argue with you. Like, we had her on to give a perspective.
No, that's not
we had her on.
It was to talk about the tweets.
Yes.
Which we weren't talking about.
Yes. And then we decided that we were going to bring up that topic with her instead of without her. We weren't going to initially have her on. And then we decided to have a female opinion. Let's keep her on for this topic. So when we were on for that topic, y'all talked about that topic, and
she agreed with me.
She agreed with you on the list, but she didn't agree with what you were saying. There's a difference. Either way, we brought her on, and everything that she brought up was bullshit. That's excuses. Men do everything better. And then Amir literally repeated you, and you was like, oh, now this narrative when you literally said it.
And honestly, you're right. I did say that, and going back, I did say women do everything worse. But then when I justified it and I explained it, did that not make it make sense?
It's not. Yes, I was talking about jobs and infrastructure. When you can explain things, but the way you went about it, bro. All I'm trying to say is, if you have someone on, and you want an opinion, and a lot of shit, she wasn't complaining. She was literally talking, and everything was fuck that, pretty much. And it's like, yo, what's the point of her being on here then?
And I'm not gonna lie, Brandon, you're proving my point. You ran to her aid for no reason. I didn't run to her aid.
I just said that's not true. Well, I said that's not true.
Yes, you did. Bro. You ran to her aid, bro. You said shit like, but Joe, what's the point of having her here if all you do is say
exactly excuses? What's the point? That's like every
Brandon, the point of the episode, bro, no one was not to offer her perspective.
Yes, it was.
I can speak to me. Everybody
know that, though, Brandon.
No, it was not.
Brandon. I know what. I know what.
How Joe gets. He's
I know, like you can know.
What am I doing?
All I'm saying is you like to argue. I
like to argue, but I like when the shit makes sense too. I like when the shit makes sense.
We wouldn't have had her on if we didn't care about her perspective.
We had her on to talk about the tweet
initially.
Right. No, right.
Initially.
That was initially, and the second part was to talk about the list.
We decided in pre-pro. We decided in pre-pro that we were gonna have her on. I asked Amir. I said, "Do you want to keep?" No. I asked Amir because there was a question for the list, and the list was what we talked about Lizzo, and we said, "Fuck it, we'll keep her on for the whole thing," because we wanted the female opinion. Okay. And even Keith was saying that we should have had another female there to help out because the optics was not, which it wasn't. I wasn't coming to her aid. I didn't agree with the way you were saying things. I told you just now, a lot of shit I could kind of understand where you're coming from, and a lot of the shit that if I watch it, I'd be like, I have a lot to say. But I cannot co-sign certain things that you were saying in the way you were doing it, only because it's not about what you think are excuses. It's literally about, like, you don't know. And whether you feel like it's excuses or not, whether you feel like somebody is doing it, like if someone is paralyzed and they're telling you like they used to be a fucking 5-star athlete before they were paralyzed, you go, but there's a bunch of paralyzed bodybuilders, like you can still do it, like unless you're going to shoot yourself in the leg or some shit like that to experience what they're going to experience. How are you going to tell somebody that they're making excuses? Like, would you tell somebody that got shot in the back like they can still do what they're doing and they're making excuses for not going and following their dreams? Would you really do that? Would you really do that?
Bro, listen, if you got
shot
in the back,
yes or no? Yes or no?
Yeah, I just said yes, I would. If you got shot in the back and you're in the bed talking about, I can't lift weights now, bro. Yes, you can. Why can't you? You are limiting yourself in your mind. What's wrong with that,
bro?
I'm wrong.
If you got shot in your back,
Amir, I'm wrong for telling niggas that even though they gone through shit, they should still strive.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong. Exactly. I'm not.
Because
you're wrong.
It might be fucked up, but what he's saying is, yo, bro,
Essentially,
in
yes.
your head,
Keep in your head, bro.
Essentially,
The
yes.
second you say we're talking about, so my life is so hard, I can't achieve my goals, blah blah blah.
Essentially, yes.
You already defeated my nigga.
Essentially,
now,
yes. Hold on.
The fact that I won't sit up here, and the fact that I won't sit up here and stroke your hand and be like, listen, bro, I feel you.
You're wrong.
I get it. It's hard. That does not make me wrong.
You're wrong.
But go ahead, Brandon. Why am I wrong now?
So you don't. All right. So I wish you knew him. I wish you knew him. Yeah, you've met him in passing. You know Dimitri, man, my friend. You know the one I got in the motorcycle accident.
Okay.
You don't know him, so it didn't really matter.
That's the white dude from
yeah. You've seen him.
Yeah.
Can't really do shit.
Uh-huh.
Not really much of anything.
Mm-hmm.
One of the strongest one of the strongest mentally I've known him my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And just watching him and seeing him how he is now.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck are you to tell somebody mentally if you ain't even know half of what they're going through that they're making it, like, you know, like unless you can really understand, unless you go and sit there and voluntarily get paralyzed and work your way up and make sure your mental and psyche is good. Like, it's not, you think that it's a pity party to talk about depression and trauma, but like, you don't understand. You said it all last episode.
I said talking about depression and trauma is a pity party.
And
I said it was a pity party when you were talking about every woman in the back of the day getting beat.
And matter of fact, we have episodes. We have episodes where I was talking about depression, and you were sitting there talking about this bullshit. So I have them all. Do I need to show it to you?
This nigga's fucking lying now. Amir, he's lying on me, Amir. Amir, he's straight up fucking lying on me, Amir.
Am I lying, Amir?
Because Amir, I came on this podcast.
Am I lying, Amir?
I said I went through seasonal depression. So how the fuck am I gonna say that his depression?
Am I lying, Amir?
No.
You said that recently. 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 All right.
I never say depression.
I'll find you the clips. 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 I'll find you the clips.
I have plenty of empathy, bro. I go through life, but I don't. Nigga, you can talk over me all you fucking want.
Stop talking over him.
But I'm also at a point in life where I admit I'm not optimistic. I don't know necessarily where my niche is. I know I'm talented in a lot of ways, but I haven't necessarily broke through yet. And when I'm receiving this information, I understand personally where I used to be. I want to say 2-3 years ago, how dark it was, right? I understand, like, when I take in this information, I'm going to fail along the way. And I need to make sure that I understand what I'm taking in. So when I speak, I'm speaking to you from experience and like how I used to think and my new way of thinking, where not too low, not too high, and understanding that ultimately, no matter what the fuck you read, no matter who you hear it from, same shit, different shit, don't matter. You still got to do it. So that's what I'm saying. When I speak, I'm just focusing on the fact that some people are still going to be in that point where it's like they hear it and it's like, oh, I'm going to try it that way, and then they're going to fail because it's not going to work for you the same way it worked. Or they hear and it's like, nah, ain't shit I do ever going to work. I'm always going to be in this. Like, some people are just there. No matter how you hear it, it can still be a detriment to you personally because you personally have not figured yourself out. I know where I was, and I don't want to go back there.
Do you believe in the law of attraction, Brandon?
The law of attraction?
Yes.
As far as what?
As far as basically, like, if you think that good things are going to happen, that good things are going to happen in your future.
No, I don't believe in it. Like, I don't believe in. Well, okay, go ahead. I
think you should take a look into more. When you do look into books based more so on your energy, bro. Because right now, like,
just continue. Don't assess me. Continue. I want you to keep going on the law of attraction thing first before you go, because I'm interested in it. What you was gonna say. What? You about to say something about my energy, but you said something about the law of attraction, and I wanted you to keep.
I was just about to
the law of attraction. If you think under this shit, the magic of thinking big. Like, if
you think that good things are gonna happen, then good things will happen in your future.
Oh yeah, okay. So
that's the reason why I was saying is when you looking into the books, because energy is a real thing. The energy that you put out is the energy that you're gonna give back. If you're giving out energy that is negative in the sense that like, oh, I don't think things are gonna get better, or that like my future is unclear, or I don't have any idea that, then your future is gonna be just that. It's gonna be foggy, it's gonna be misty, you're not gonna know what's going on, it's gonna have no clear path. But until you honestly open up and you honestly just like take the world for what it is, which I think you do already. I don't want to single you out anymore, but I started, so I'm gonna keep going. I'm talking to Brandon, but it's really talking to everybody.
Well, yeah, but that's why I wanted to address, like, because I'm still confused, because is this like you saying this just to get it out because you wanted to say it in the first place, or like you're saying it's still in response to my last? I don't believe that just because you think positive that positive things are gonna happen. No, I do think you should think positive things for yourself. But what I'm saying is, yeah, like some people just think, oh, if I think positive, I'm going to manifest positive things. Like we just said, you got to put in effort, right? And some people lose out on that part too. So yeah,
putting in positive energy is effort, bro.
Not necessarily.
To be positive every day is a task. To go through life every single day and know what life is, know all the murder, all the struggle, all the strife that goes through with every single day-to-day life. For you to try to remain positive, do that is effort.
Okay.
Every single day, you waking up and you finding a purpose, and two, following that purpose regardless of what's going on around you. That's effort, bro.
Okay.
So yes. No, nigga, bro. This nigga's or whatever. You got physical effort, and then you got emotional effort. You gotta put that emotional effort in as well. You can put in the physical grind all that you want. You can go out there, you can work 46 hours a week, 60 hours a week. You can go out there and you can not sleep at all, and just be all the way working about your goal. But unless you're putting in that emotional effort, you're always gonna be missing something. You're never gonna feel.
Not understand. All right, so maybe let me try to explain this in a different way, because y'all painting me and you're not.
I'm not even talking about you anymore.
I get it. No, you was.
No, I kept saying, bro. I said you, and then I said you.
All right, cool. Calm down. Cool. All right, we're back here. We're back at level 5. You're not talking about me. You're talking about a random person. Not a random person. Just because
you might feel away, bro. It's not about you.
I don't give a fuck who you're talking about anymore. Just speak. Ultimately, whoever it is, the energy that they put in, just because they're not like 100% super happy-go-lucky about it, does not mean that their emotional effort when they're putting in towards that goal of theirs is not 100%. All that means is that some people get way too high. It's like a kid where your parents says, we're going to Disney World next year, right? And you're super excited, and then the parent finds out they lost their job. How they gonna tell their kid that all they was waiting for the whole time? Now the next time their parents say they're going to Disney World, the next time they're gonna be like, no, we're not going. We didn't go last time. And all I'm saying is I'm finding that even balance where it's like, yeah, I want this. Like for me, I want that, right? I'm excited about the idea, but I understand that if it's in my control, I still have to be the one to do it. So I don't want to celebrate until I get there. And while I'm there, I'm putting in all my effort, 100%, but understanding that I got to brace for all the bumps so that I don't get discouraged. Some people are super happy, and then the first failure is like, damn, I don't know. I doubt myself. If I'm along the way, like, all right, let me just make sure that I'm doing this. I'm focused on this. The first time that something happens, it's like, all right, boom. I'm already at that point where it's like, I expected this, right? This is part of the plan. Some people, I'm just playing. You just play. Life is chess. You can be happy-go-lucky all you want and fail and still be happy-go-lucky.
Nobody's anything about being happy-go-lucky.
At the end, whatever, positive, same shit. Super. Oh yeah.
No, it's not the same shit.
It is the same shit.
No, it's not the same shit. No, it's not the same shit. Happy-go-lucky means that you were to complete neglect to the real world, bro. That's happy-go-lucky.
Are you telling me
being positive regardless?
Bro, no, I'm not done. Are you telling me right now that? Are you telling me right now that if somebody in my like the definition I just described or the emotion I just described, where it's like they fail and they're like, all right, fuck, damn, like, all right, I expect it. That's not positive thinking right there. And what I just said, for me, when I came off my shit and I told Keith, I was saying because I know where I was. So for me, in order for me to move forward for myself, because I know myself, not how you guys think, I got to do this. And you telling me that someone who thinks like that is not positive? Because they're
not happy. No. They're not happy-go-lucky. That's what I was talking about.
No. But
I was talking about happy-go-lucky versus positive. You said that they're the same thing, and they are not.
Talking about positive. I'm
talking about happy-go-lucky versus positive.
Joe read. No, that is what he was talking about.
I know what Joe was saying, but we get into this because he responded once again after I spoke about you with the books, and when he said, "Oh, You gotta, if you don't
And
think.
then I started speaking vaguely, Brandon. You still
I
thought it was
did.
about you, bro. So
Bro,
no, obviously not. Because we're still on it.
Why we are here?
Because you still think we're talking about your character, bro. We ain't talking about that.
Let me tell you why you are here. I'm talking about the comment you said. Do you believe in the law of attraction? Was in response to what I said. That's what I'm saying. So when I go back to that, and I think that's not necessarily not thinking positive, right? The way I was speaking. You said that in response to what I said. So I'm saying someone who thinks that way is not necessarily not thinking positive. They're just thinking, okay, it can go either way, and I got to be ready for both scenarios. I'm saying for people who come from dark places and don't want to go back, they're always going to be timid at first. And thinking that way, just positive and not thinking about the negative, is not possible for them. I'm saying that I think that people thinking about the positive and also thinking that it can also go negative is a good thing. It gives you balance. You can't have the yin without the yang. So what I'm saying to you is to have that even balance. Yes, people should go through life expecting positivity, but also thinking like, okay, if it goes this way, I still gotta have the composure and like the energy to still be able to say fuck it. Like I still gotta try to go that way or a different way. Let me make a different path. Too many people don't think about the negative, and when they get there, they don't know what the fuck to do, and then they fall into depression. That's what I'm saying. It's not negativity to think about negative shit. That's positive as well.
Completely disagree, but I don't want to get back into it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You be positive, and that's fine. Yes,
I will, bro. I will. It's been working out for me, bro. It has.
I'm happy for
you.
Yeah.
Try it.
I do think. Okay, this is my problem with you. You don't hear what I say.
Nah, bro,
he's
fucking child,
bro. He's really wilding, bro.
My nigga.
He's really wild.
Nigga's a fucking kid, bro.
Okay.
Nigga gets in his fucking bag and wants to fucking just defend shit that don't fucking need defending, bro. What the fuck?
Okay.
Man, the fuck up.
Okay.
For real. For real.
But you don't want to act like a bitch. How am I gotta man the fuck up?
For real.
I gotta man the fuck up. Anyway, we're gonna start this shit.
For real. Man the fuck up, bro.
Life
is way too hard. I should be bitching about, oh, I got depression, bro. And you said my shit was bullshit. You know, I never
No, I didn't say you said my shit was bullshit. I didn't say you said my shit was bullshit.
You just said that. Amir, did you not just say that? I said that in previous episodes.
It's recorded. This is recorded. This is literally recorded. We have episodes where I was talking about depression. And you were sitting there talking about this bullshit. So I know what I said, but it's okay.
I don't know if it was him verbatim saying that you said it about his, but he definitely said what you said was bullshit. And I don't recall that because that just sounds.
Because how fucking crazy and rude is that?
Okay. Yeah, I know, Joe. I know it's some of the shit he been through. He wouldn't say that shit is bullshit.
He probably didn't say bullshit verbatim.
I said that trauma and depression is bullshit. Like people don't fucking commit suicide with stupid shit like that.
Find it.
You're fucking crazy, my nigga.
You're
tripping. You're tripping.
We'll find it.
You're tripping.
You're tripping. We'll find it. We'll find it.
You're
tripping. We'll find it. No, bro. Amir, you're not gonna be like I when I do it. You're not gonna be like I when I do it.
Fucking hard drive, bro.
We will. I got a lot of shit on the hard drive. So
please, bro. Please, bro.
We got a lot of shit on the hard drive. It's okay.
So Lil Nas
X. Because this shit
got a lot of shit on the hard drive. A lot of shit that you said.
Okay. This shit crazy. All right, so Amir, what is it? Lil Nas X and what?
We back talking about Lil Nas X, America's favorite person at this moment. So last night at the VMAs, he thanked the gay agenda after accepting his award. So my question to you, gentlemen, is people like Lil Nas X and Russell Westbrook wearing dresses and Kid Cudi wearing dresses and makeup, do you guys subscribe to that demasculating a black man theory?
Go ahead.
All right. So me personally, I'm actually just surprised that somebody from the LGBT community finally came out and actually realized that there is an agenda being pushed. Like, I'm glad that Lil Nas X actually came out and was like, yo, thank you, gay agenda, for basically getting me where I am today. You know what I'm saying? Not to throw any shade at him, not to say that he didn't get there because he didn't work hard or because he didn't have any talent or anything like that. But it's just for him to actually acknowledge that there is actually something out there that is pushing the gay agenda, pushing it so that people who are gay are just, you know what I'm saying, they're being represented more and they're just all over the place, and like it is beautiful. I'm glad that he finally came out and said something about it, because for the longest, bro, the LGBTQ community acts like no, we still got it bad. Like, no, niggas still don't fuck with us. Oh, niggas don't, like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I forgot what the question is, bro. I'm too hyped, bro. I'm too hyped, bro.
Do you believe demasculating a black man is a real thing?
Do I believe demasculate? I believe that it is it's potentially a problem, honestly, because with the thing of free expression going on, and you see a lot more guys wearing their little handbag satchels, or wearing dresses, or wearing more like, I guess, feminine, like the stiletto shoes. Like I get where people could say that is demasculated, because traditionally when you think of hard gangster dudes, they're not wearing high heels, they're not wearing dresses, they're not like. I remember back in 2014 when Young Thug wore a dress on his album. No, that wasn't an album. 2014.
Yeah, it was an album.
16, 17. It was an album cover, but yeah, for Jeffrey, niggas lost their mind. Niggas was like, what? Young Thug is gay. Young Thug is this. Young Thug is that. Young Thug is not street. How you street? You are wearing dresses. Blah blah blah. And for a minute, I feel like that kind of revealed like programming that was actually instilled to all these street dudes. The fact that if you wear all this certain stuff, that you are a certain way, when that's not necessarily the case. But I do understand completely where people could be like, oh yes, the black man is being demasculated, but other genders are literally turning into women. So I can't really say that we're being demasculated too much.
There's an agenda for everything, but you can also look at it from the perspective of dresses for men have in other I guess you could say civilizations has always been, as in the past, a symbol of strength. When you think about how empires rise and fall, and you look at how America is just a bunch of different people from different cultures and backgrounds, you can understand how a lot of people don't mind wearing dresses or kilts. Not, I want to say dresses, but like, kilts or some shit like that, or dress like attire. Some of it is for an agenda, some of it is a gimmick. Others, I can't necessarily say it's demasculating. There's a whole bunch of factors that can go into it. In these cases, especially when Lil Nas X, his whole thing is a gimmick and he knows it. He understands what it is. He's taking pictures pregnant. He's doing all this shit on purpose. It's literally because he knows he's going to get clout off of it. So it's how you see it.
But do you guys think that's necessarily a bad thing?
Only if you care.
Personally, no. I really don't give a fuck. Honestly, fashion and all this Lil Nas X, like, honestly, so the Russell Westbrook shit and the Kid Cudi shit with wearing dresses and all that shit, that's completely unrelated to the gay agenda that Lil Nas X is talking about. Russell Westbrook and Kid Cudi are just doing the fucking new age 2020, 2021 fashion shit, which is the niggas that, niggas wear dresses, niggas wear, they paint their nails, niggas wear fucking platform shoes. Like, that's just fashion. This is what fashion's become in the 21st century. Lil Nas X shit is literally an agenda, and like Brandon said, it honestly depends on if you care about it or not. Me personally, I don't give a fuck about it, so I don't think that there's any harm to him doing that. He's honestly just appealing to the niggas who are going to support him, the niggas who are going to buy his tickets. So I can't get mad at niggas. My man Boosie out there got it rough, though. I ain't gonna lie. At this point, Lil Nas X is baiting my boy Boosie.
He wakes up every day and gets so frustrated at what Lil Nas X does, and it's like, I don't see an issue in Lil Nas X for real. Like, I don't think he's causing any harm. I don't think it's an issue because people overreact to gay people actually expressing themselves on national TV. Like, it's not 1990 no more. Gay people are not hiding in fucking closets no more because gay people been around for a while. They're going to be on your TV, on your television shows, and like, I don't understand why you're frustrated. Like,
nobody cares though. That's why.
If you're not having sex with another man, like, what the fuck is the problem? And when you say nobody cares, what exactly do you mean?
Because nobody cares. Like, if it's going to be on TV, it's going to be on TV. Nobody ever cared about heterosexual shit. Matter of fact, most people kind of didn't want to see it anyway. It just happened to be there. But you didn't have to spend 45 minutes to an hour trying to convince me that these two people are in love. Whenever a gay couple is on TV, it's always the extremely feminine, extra feminine, and then I got to sit there for the whole movie while you try to convince me that these two love each other or that there's some extra shit going on, when it could have just been normalized. None of it is normalized and all of it is stereotypical. That's when Lil Nas X becomes a problem, because he's being gay for attention. He's being gay because it makes him money. Like, he might actually be gay, but he's using it for a gimmick, which makes it, that's when it becomes forcing it upon people because nobody gives a shit. You're gay, cool. No one cares. Like,
that you can't really say that because
you can say that
of outrage off of just Lil Nas X alone. And when you say it's a lot of outrage to Lil Nas X and alone. And when you say, you watch 45 minutes and you're trying to understand the dynamic of a gay relationship, why do you do that towards a gay relationship and not?
No. I didn't say that. I said it doesn't take 45 minutes for a producer to convince me that two heterosexual people are feeling each other. It usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes. But for whatever reason, when they decide to put gay people on the screen, the whole thing got to be about for 45 minutes trying to convince us, which we already figured out in the first 10 minutes, but they decide to take another 35 minutes on top of that to try to prove to us or try to convince us or show us that these two people like each other or love each other or they're couple. Like, I don't care. Like, I never cared. Even if for the heterosexual, like, I never cared. You know, for kids coming out and like they already, let's say they watched a movie with their parents or whatever, or with an adult, and no one knew it was gonna be a sex scene on the screen. How uncomfortable do you think that kid is when their parent is around? Already super uncomfortable. But then you make it gay. How uncomfortable? It's probably either the same or if not more. Who knows? But it's uncomfortable either way. Like if you're on PDA or that shit, you know, I never like to see heterosexual couples kissing in public. I don't want to see gay couples kissing in public. I don't like PDA. So when it becomes that type of shit, I think people have an issue with the super stereotypical feminine aspect because it doesn't ever seem natural. And then when they put it on TV, it's not normalized. That's the issue. It's not normalized. They don't make it normalized.
What do you mean it doesn't seem natural? Like, how could you say that as a heterosexual male?
It don't seem, because I know that a couple, I know a few gay people, right? I'm as far as that I'm cool with. Didn't even know they were gay. Then you have the ones who act like stereotypical ghetto black woman, very extreme, very feminine, very out there and obnoxious, and you know, the hand movements, the voice, and it's like you a fucking 256-pound muscular nigga talking like you a 115-pound woman. Like, no, like it's that's not.
I think it has more to do with being feminine than it does being gay.
I get what it has to do with. There's feminine men that talk a little, you know, I talk feminine, but then, you know, there's also the super flamboyant body movements, and it's like, I get it. If that's you, that's you. My girl sit there, and the other day was watching on a computer RuPaul's Drag Race and was really sitting there trying to talk to me, and I found the shit funny. Actually, I was sitting there laughing because I'm like, yo, this is wild. But you see on there, like, they're clearly acting. A lot of them. There's a lot of them on there that when they're talking normal, they talk like men, but on that show, they talk like females, women. And it's like,
that's
clearly
drag. That's okay, but that's a performance though. That's
I get
drag.
it. I get it, but they prove that it's doable. They prove that it's very easy to flip that switch, just by going on that screen. I think there's some gay people that come out. Before they came out, they were obviously in the closet hiding it. Then they come out, and all of a sudden, the voice and the movements come out. I don't know, maybe they feel comfortable, but clearly there's a switch that you flipped. Because now it just doesn't, it never seemed normal or natural in my eyes. And I think a lot of people have an issue with that. I think a lot of people don't have an issue with gay people, but just don't understand the way that is. I get being born in the wrong body, but if you're not transgender, or if you're not the opposite sex and you are male, then why are you trying to emulate a female if you won't claim or resonate or identify as one?
Because being effeminate doesn't make you gay.
You
You could be.
No, I'm
you could be a
talking about
feminine
gay
person,
people.
but not be gay.
I'm talking about gay
Huh?
people. I'm talking
So you're
about.
talking about a gay person acting feminine. Why don't they identify as a woman?
Yes. Why? Yes. I guess
Because they're not a woman. They're a man.
Yeah.
They just act like women.
Right.
They know they're a man. Like it's a difference between a feminine man and then a trans man or trans woman. You know what I'm saying? It's two different things. Like it's like you were saying, it's one person is like, oh yeah, I believe I was born in the wrong body. Going back to everything we were saying, I feel like the whole shit with Lil Nas X, I feel like Lil Nas X at this point is trolling. I think that half of it came out when he first decided to come out and say that he was gay. I do feel like it was sincere, and like him coming out like, yo, listen, I made Old Town Road, I'm making all this music, and I feel like I wouldn't be myself if I didn't come out and say this, so I'm gay. And he received some pretty good feedback from that, right? From that. But I think is that at some point it became very gimmicky. It became very, it's like, oh, why is he coming out and posing like a pregnant woman? First of all, if you're a gay dudes can't get pregnant. So now you come out and posing as pregnant, you're trolling at this point. At this point, you got niggas like fucking Boosie and niggas like T.I. and you got the fucking Please Don't Cancel This podcast talking about some, this nigga's doing too much. This nigga's doing the most, blah, 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 which is all just going to gain more traction and get some more attention to his music. So it's kind of like what Jack Harlow does, because Jack Harlow he trolls, and his trolling is just coming out and saying the most bizarre, off the wall, crazy shit. Because you know that once he says that, it's gonna boom. It's gonna pick up your antennas. You're gonna be tuned into what Jack Harlow's doing. So it's a lot of give and take with the gay agenda when it pertains to Lil Nas X.
And when we say pushing the gay agenda, what do we mean by they are pushing the gay agenda? Like, who's these people that are pushing the gay agenda?
White America.
White America.
White America is the one that's pushing the gay agenda. Because I ain't gonna lie, White America is doing the most they can do to keep men and women away from each other. So they want the gay men to come out. They want the gay men. They want women's empowerment. They want everything to keep men and women away, because when the men and women are away, women are the people who consume the most in America. So keeping women single is the way how women are gonna keep buying shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Gay dudes are emulations of women to a sense. So gay dudes are consumers just like women. So the more you keep them away from each other, the more you keep them away from a man that's not gonna have them like, yo, you need that shit, put that shit down. Mm-hmm. The second that more men and women get together, their money starts going away substantially. Because men don't just start buying shit frivolously left and right.
I wanted to get that cleared, like who's pushing the gay agenda, because a lot of the times when they say they're demasculating black men, I think a lot of black men say things like that and get frustrated. I think that does a lot more damage to the gay community than it does the black community. So for example, like if you believe Lil Nas X is just a prop to like demasculize black men, you're making the environment uncomfortable for gay people to come out and do whatever the fuck they please and feel comfortable in their skin and do, have the fun that they do, like drag and etc. You saying things like that and hating on them, it makes it harder on the gay community than this Lil Nas X on the black community. Because what do you mean how? You're saying they're demasculating black men. Oh, they shouldn't be doing this. You say a bunch of negative shit towards somebody that's gay. That's more damage towards the gay community, because they feel like they can't be themselves without somebody thinking that they're a prop of a system or all these negative. That has more negative effects on the gay community than this prop on the black community. Because we all just sat here and said we didn't care when he came out as gay. So how is somebody?
Should we have?
We care whether or not, but we're not projecting negative shit. What I mean is, like, it's not a bother to us. It's not damaging us. But these people that believe that that's a prop to destroy our community makes it harder for them to exist and be the.
Well, who runs the music industry?
That's white America.
No. Well, yes,
gay people.
Yes.
How that?
And what's up?
I don't think that's factual.
Okay.
But continue. Continue your point.
We done already spoke about this. We done already. Y'all ain't asked to fact check him when he said it. It's fine. But
continue your point.
Birkin bag season.
Oh yeah, you was definitely in your bag just before though. It's cool.
Yeah,
anyway,
he was about to start yelling at
you there now, bro. You there now, bro. So I'm glad.
Y'all remind me of like Soulja Boy and Famous Dex. Y'all remember when they went live and started screaming at each other? That's what y'all niggas.
Where your chain at? Where your chain at? Where your chain at? Go get your chain back.
Yo.
Listen, bro. I'm down to have a fucking open and honest discourse about the last episode, because I feel like there needs to be. If anybody has been out in the fucking social media at all, you guys have seen this Please Don't Cancel This post. You have seen somebody talking some type of shit about what was said in that post. So I'm open to have open and honest discourse. No yelling, nice calm conversation. But
nigga, I'm off. I'm not even on that. Honestly,
These niggas is upset.
The conversation, he's tight, bro. He don't want to talk no more. He don't want to talk no more, bro. He just a second ago he was just because I ain't got a topic dead, bro. That's it. Like The topic dead. That's it. The gay agenda. We said all we can say about the gay agenda. So I'm like, listen, we might as well segue it to where niggas' minds really at, but you off it. So
My nigga, my that's fine. You know.
Hey,
it's
fuck that. Y'all taking the 500 racks or y'all having dinner with Jay-Z? Joe gonna say dinner with Jay-Z. I know it.
I'm not taking a fucking dinner with Jay-Z. No, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I saw the funniest shit on Twitter. Niggas said, how the fuck you know Jay-Z like to talk at dinner?
Exactly, yo.
Like, niggas, like, I know, listen, that whole taking dinner with Jay-Z is very wishful thinking. It's very just like more so like, it's more so like the potential that, yo, I ain't gonna lie, if I take this dinner with Jay-Z and he fucks with me, he gonna put me on game. But it's like, him putting you on game is one thing, but that's still like not a guarantee if it's gonna work or not. Like, nigga, Jay-Z's story is that he sold drugs and made music. Nigga, I'm pretty sure he's gonna tell you more or less the same thing. Hey man, listen man, if you love what you're doing, man, just keep making that music, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hot ho, that's what you're gonna do. And that's gonna be the end of the conversation, bro. He's gonna leave you the tab. So take that 500K, bro, and get some fucking mentorship books, find you a mentor, fucking look at some guidance programs, look at some programs that'll help you do what you want to do, and invest in yourself. You don't need to fucking sit down and talk to Jay-Z who invested in himself. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean find a mentor? Nigga, Jay-Z is the mentor they trying
No. Nigga, sitting up here taking a dinner with Jay-Z is not guaranteeing that Jay-Z is gonna sit up here and become your mentor.
Neither.
That just means that you're taking a dinner. No, it's the chance.
Yeah.
It's a chance. It's got a possibility because you're in the room. But if at the end of that dinner, Jay-Z is like, all right, man, listen, it was great meeting you. He don't give you his number. He don't follow you on Instagram. You can't contact this man no way. All you got is a fucking 2-hour dinner with Jay-Z that you're gonna forget in 2 years.
I understand it. Listen, and I think it's these shits be trying to get the black community to like hype up, but like I get it. Like none of the people that are responding even have an opportunity of getting $500,000. So
in your regular life, facts.
Yeah, so like
facts.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna take the dinner with Jay-Z. At this point in my life, I am going to take the 500,000.
Yes, today.
If for whatever, at the point in my life where I feel okay with passing up 500,000, I think that dinner with Jay-Z is definitely gonna give you a lot more value and all this shit. Like, but you can't just be like, yo, Mr. Jay-Z, like you gotta come in with a plan. Like, nigga,
right.
Like what would all right, this is my business structure. What do you think I should do? Then it might be a good idea to take a dinner with Jay-Z. But a lot of you niggas on Twitter is not finna go in here, Jay, you think I should do this with this deal and get this contract and maximize it? You're not doing that. So if you're watching this, take the $500. Because, I mean, unless you're a whole fan, memories last
forever. Unless you're a whole fan.
Memories last forever.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't care how big of a whole fan you are, bro. That is $500,000, bro. Take your money. Go to a Jay-Z concert if he ever has one. Buy some good tickets, bro. Get some backstage passes, bro.
But look, Joe. Look,
both worlds.
The chances are, if you get that $500,000, you're gonna be at zero at some point again if you don't know what to do with your money. We talking about a lot of these niggas on Twitter, so they might get $500,000, buy a nice car. If you're smart, you should buy a crib. If you're smart, you should buy a crib. If you're smart, you should buy a crib. If niggas buy that crib, they can't pay the property taxes. Niggas is back to the projects. Listen, like I said, if you're a whole fan, you'll have that memory forever. You'll have that picture forever.
Wait, were you being sarcastic then? Were you saying if you're smart, buy the crib?
I'm being dead ass.
So wait, they're not contradicting itself?
No, because you gotta be able to buying the crib. You have the chance of the asset appreciating, and your 500,000 is in the asset, so you can sell your crib.
Yeah.
But
you can sell it, but why wouldn't you get real assets?
Hold on. What do you mean?
A house is an asset.
A house is an asset, but it's not an asset that's gonna accumulate real money.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it as an investment. Like if you're smart, buy the crib because your 500,000 is going.
Are you an entrepreneur?
Yes, I am.
No, not you. Are you an entrepreneur if you plan on buying the house?
That's what I'm saying. If you don't know what you're doing, you just gonna not pay property taxes and then you're gonna foreclose on your ass.
No, what I'm saying is, if you're an entrepreneur, what the worst thing you could do is buy the house. You rent where you live. You don't rent. You don't. What they'll say is essentially like it's not the smartest thing to do to buy a house if you consider yourself an entrepreneur. Then you're stuck to that house.
Nigga, what?
What do you mean, nigga? What? What do you?
That's that dinner
do
with
some
Jay-Z.
research. Do some research. Do some research. A lot of them will say. Look, like what?
Who's a lot of them?
Look, I can name you a few. I can name you Gary V. Actually, I can't even
I'm
name
telling
you
you
them
because I've studied this shit. Like,
okay, that's fine. That's fine, and you should know that buying a house, what's gonna happen when you buy a house?
you gonna live in it? You could rent it out. You could do.
You're gonna rent it out, but
bad money.
what do you take on when you buy a house?
You take on risk. What are you talking about?
What do you take on when you buy a house?
Risk.
A mortgage.
Not risk. You take on a mortgage.
Nigga, if you buy it out 500 cash, what more? Okay.
But you saying use all the bread on it?
Bro, if you don't know what to do with your money, buy a crib.
Okay.
I mean, I get what you're saying is then because then you always have an asset and therefore you always have money to a degree. I do get what you're saying on that, but I wouldn't say that if all it takes to spend your whole $500K into the house. But I do get what you're saying about getting the asset. So at least you're holding on to an asset instead of just accumulating a whole bunch of liability. I get that.
Yeah. I don't know what your man is talking about.
For me?
Yeah. What do you mean? How could buying a house ever be bad? I think bad.
If you're looking to still accumulate more, you literally it's like if you're not in the right spot and you have a kid, right? Like it's not saying it's the worst thing, but like when you take on certain things that limit your movement, why would you buy a home? Why would you not buy a home and then rent that home out and then go get an apartment where you can have like a 1-year lease or whatever every year? Why not just buy that asset? Like why would you buy a home to live in it and now you're stuck to that home and you're not making any money off of it? It's not making you money. It's not an asset. I asked you as an entrepreneur. You said yes. That's why I'm saying, like, if you're just buying a house because fuck it, I want to live in it. If you're trying to make more bread and you're gonna buy that home, well, how does that help you?
As an entrepreneurial advice, don't put your $500,000 in an entire house. You should put down a down payment and you should rent it out. Even if you did put $500,000 in your house and you feel stuck, you could easily borrow that equity and purchase another property somewhere else, and then you can
It's
rent
not
that
easy.
out.
But
It's possible. We're not doing
it's possible. Yes,
Talk
sir.
that
I'm
shit,
not arguing.
that shit,
I'm not
boy.
arguing with you, bro. But you acting like
This is king equity.
acting
Nigga.
like
Who the fuck is you talking to?
Yeah.
This is king equity, nigga.
It's hard to take equity out your house or get a loan.
Is it easy?
Equity?
Is it easy?
Nothing's easy. Nothing.
Okay, so are we going off experience now? I'm not because
nigga.
you've done it. You've done it. You have.
I've been. Me, Amir J. Barksdale, have not, but I've been right next to somebody.
I'm sure you have, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not even arguing with you. Yeah. I'm not even arguing with you at all. Like I don't know how you took that.
Yeah.
But I'm not arguing with you. I'm not saying Amir J. Barksdale is wrong at all. I'm saying simply, I feel like if you're going to buy the home and you want to make money off of it, it would be smarter to buy maybe a 2-family, whatever you're saying. And I'm saying rent it out and make more money. That way that's a real asset. This way you still have a money flow coming in off of that asset. And then go rent yourself an apartment or whatever with a lease while they're paying your full mortgage and you're making way more bread off of that. That's all I'm saying. I don't see what you're not understanding about what
you said a 2 because the single family home is not an issue of buying it if you want to rent it out.
Yeah, 1-family, 2-family home, whatever.
Exactly. It's along the same lines.
Exactly.
That's why I'm not understanding like what. Then I didn't understand you. I'm gonna say that.
Am I understood now?
Yeah, a little bit, but the easy shit, like I don't.
It's like the easy shit.
I don't like the easy hard shit. Just do the shit. It's possible.
It's easy hard.
That's me. That's how I took it. Cause you was like, is that easy? Like fuck. If it's easy or hard, nigga, do this.
No,
shit.
because you use the word easily. That's why I asked. I said, is it that easy? You use the word easily.
Yeah, Google how to pull out equity and go find somebody that knows how to do it.
All right.
I'm on the topic of financial literacy and equity and all that good stuff. I ain't gonna lie, Amir, I've been seeing you on on Facebook. You've been posting a lot of gems when it comes to financial literacy and all that good stuff. So I just want to ask you, because I know that we had a couple of episodes where we talked about it. What exactly is so important about financial literacy to you? Like, what makes it so that you have to that's like you wake up at 5:30, you're like, yo, let me go ahead and just drop this gem on Facebook.
For me, as far as sharing the gym, I just feel like I harbored information that I kind of looked over type shit. Like some of the info. Oh, that's easy. You don't know that. So I just kind of I didn't know where everybody's level was. So I just kind of threw out what I knew and see what it did, and try to help people. Because if you're not financially literate, you're going to be in a compromising situation. You're going to be spending a lot more money on things that you don't necessarily need, which is a simple fix, not easy.
Okay.
Yeah, really. I just felt like putting this shit out, because in Melanin Unchained, we always talk about financial literacy. We're gonna teach it, and like we've been holding on for this. I've been holding on for this information. I'm like, fuck it. If we believe that we want to teach financial literacy and all that shit, put it out, and it might change somebody's life. Like literally, a dude came to the meeting and was like, I stopped drinking because you said to cut back on your expensive and save, and now I'm saving like $40 extra a month, and it was like, yeah. It's good. It makes me feel good to help people.
You ever thought about starting like I know Brandon put it in the comments. You ever thought about starting a YouTube channel or something like that?
YouTube channel, I definitely did. I kind of just want to build the brand, keep giving free gems, learn myself, and become a reputable person. Like, yeah, Amir does that before I just shove ebooks or content down your throat. Like,
you're trying to like build that rapport first. So like
first, yeah.
It's like people know who you are.
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you a question. So if you were talking to somebody who knew nothing about financial literacy, right? They just graduated high school, they're confused, they don't understand shit about credit, they don't know shit about student loans, none of that shit. Where do you think that A is a good place that they should learn, and B, what do you think the first thing they should learn
is? Surprisingly, a bank or Google. Like a bank, in my bank, they send me paper statements. Yes, I'm the environmental friendly nigga that gets paper statements. They sent like financial literacy crossword puzzles.
Paper statements isn't environmentally friendly.
No, I'm saying that's the contradiction. Yeah,
Oh, okay, I got you.
Because in Melanin Unchained or all that environmental justice shit, right? And I'm getting paper statements, but like even on that paper statement, they put a crossword puzzle like, instead of renting, the loan on a house is called a mortgage. Like simple shit like that. Google YouTube financial literacy. Literally all the shit that I've learned is off of Instagram. Like I literally Googled. I remember me and you was having a conversation in a group a while ago, and we was like, "Oh, what do you want to do for your life?" And I want to do business. So I Googled it, and then a whole bunch of content just started flooding my shit. So just Google YouTube and go to your bank, man. Start talking to people at your bank.
We done here. I ain't gonna lie, this episode has been very disjointed. But I ain't gonna lie, I should just keep it for the first 20 minutes. That was great. That was a fucking emotional explosion that this shit needs to see.
He says, "Are we finished? Or are we done?"
I mean, all right, let's kind of breeze through our topics relatively smooth. So
yeah, let's give it an intro or outro.
All right, listen. Everybody, this has been a very good episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Get your soft ass out of here. Say it like you.
Man, all right, bro, my fault. Listen, everybody, thank you for watching another episode of Please Don't Cancel Us, the podcast. Make sure you guys are following the discussion on Instagram, man. Please Don't Cancel Us, the pod. Make sure you guys are following all of us individually because we be talking shit left and right, and you guys don't want to miss any of this exciting content. Brothers, let me know what's left. Your closing words. Let's get the fuck out of here, man. It's late.
Listen, I just want y'all to know. The podcast is named the podcast for a reason. Please don't cancel us. We don't mean no harm.